Greetings, my friends. I'm Andrea, astrologer, and as promised, I would like to look into the topic of Ethereum because it's not moving surprisingly so fast as we wish for, and we have very strong astrology. So here I analyze Ethereum from an astrological standpoint, and what are the factors that could delay the whole thing. The problem is that a lot of things happen and it's very difficult to say what is stronger and what is weaker in these all influences that are currently active and will be active also in the months to come. Just to be clear, in the first part of the year from February onwards, we will have long-term transits for Ethereum that are very strong and they are positive. Therefore, the expectation is towards growth, but it will not be a smooth one. It could happen sudden and it could be erratic in terms of price action due to the fact that a lot of influences come from Uranus, which is also unpredictable and it is famous for that, so to speak. So this means that the good comes, but it could come in an unexpected way. Now, another topic that is really something that in general I do not include with cryptocurrencies, but rather with humans are the nodes actually. Rahu and Ketu, of course, we analyze the aspects towards them and so on, but in terms of destiny, which is really this axis, what this axis is about for people, because it is this saying that there is a certain destiny that is really carved in stone. I think we do have a lot of freedom to change things, but some things are not changeable. So we should observe that we do have a transit of the nodes that is the other way around, Rahu over Ketu and Ketu over Rahu in terms of positioning for Ethereum. And these are basically the times of change in destiny of people. And it happens at a certain age, so to speak, and most cryptocurrencies are quite new, especially if we think about altcoins. So only the older ones will give us a glimpse towards it, and it also matters what is in the works. It's a revival, and Ethereum will be reborn in many ways, in my opinion, due to the fact that Rahu and Ketu have now this special transit. In terms of innovation for Ethereum, this Uranus, we know that we have layer 2 scaling, privacy and world security initiatives that are very, very complex, and they go to the core of the architecture in order to make it more secure and scalable, which is very important for large scale adoption and for the future. So this is basically clear that from this corner innovation will come. I don't know if everything will be done in 2025. I think this is a very complex roadmap, and Uranus aspects are more encountered in the first part of the year, but they are really long running. They will have effects also in the second part of the year. So it depends what is the development, the progress pace. This is really something to consider when you think about investing along TA to better time these entries and exits. But the potential is there, and we will have also a big step forward, because such nodal axis changes would really mean that it's a permanent change in the orientation, in the evolution of the cryptocurrency in this case. And I would like also to consider consider a bit about timing, because I know, I'm more into predictions, and we ask ourselves, okay, we have this delay, but for how long, and what are also other culprits, and stay with me until the end to see also another corner on analyzing Ethereum and the current delays. But now let's focus on Rahu and Ketu. A point of acceleration for the evolution of this development with Ethereum and its growth is when the nodal axis will go out of the sidereal Virgo Pisces, that it was in the last 1 year and a half roughly, and this will happen on the 20th of May 2025. So this marks a point that is really a release point, an acceleration point that we can consider. Of course, we do have positive aspects since the mid of February, so it's important to take note of that. But this could be really enabled and accelerated in the end, in the second part of May, when the nodal axis will shift into Aquarius, Leo in the sidereal zodiac. Another culprit for the slowdown and also for the fluctuations, because sometimes in ETA we say, okay, it looks like now it's the breakout and it will go up, and yes, it looks promising from ETA perspective as well, but it is about Mars. Mars is currently retrograde in the sidereal sign of Gemini, and it was retrograde also in the sidereal sign of Cancer. And it will go direct only from February 24th, 2025. Now, this is really a transit that is about the price action and the fact that it's intense, but it doesn't move so fast because Mars retrograde would really slow down things. And a retrograde planet in general has the speed really even 3 times less. It depends on the sign and on other aspects, and the whole landscape, of course, would play a role into that, but for sure it will not accelerate. Now, we do have a very strong Mars in the Ethereum horoscope, and it is one that promises victory in the Punarvasu Nakshatra, near the Yogatara. It's quite close to it, and this is strong per se, but it will not really be without consequence when we do have a Mars return. And this is exactly what we have in this roughly 2-year Mars cycle currently with Ethereum, and we had it also in the mid of October when we had other beautiful transits that really manifested only briefly due to the fact that then it fluctuated back. The price, it's not really stable, it fluctuates around a certain day, and we do have these as very strong right now, because it is a Mars return actually, so it's a conjunction, it's quite powerful, and from an astrological standpoint it's also more durable in time. And now let's see what are the dates and what were the dates in the past when we had this for Ethereum, and you can look for TA as well, and I want to say that we'll have also some in the future. And the dates for Mars are really from the past. We do have October 19th, 2024. And for this year, we had already January 21st, 2025, which is also the day when the aspect is exact, so to speak, but its influence will really last weeks before, weeks after. So it could be really a longer period where we feel this, and of course, in order to reflect this, we need to have decent volume, and it is also important what else is happening in the sky, like mentioned. But for sure, it will trigger fluctuations, and this is what we see. Oh, now it's up, and now again it's down. And unfortunately, we do have also the last and third time for now when Mars will really cross it after it turns direct on the 24th of February, and this is on the 2nd of April 2025. So have this date in mind as well. In conclusion, based on this, and this is really specific to Ethereum, of course, it's also the macro landscape which matters, the liquidity cycle, the global M2 and how it evolves, the power of the dollar. So everything would really need to play out in order to have the big surge. But astrologically, a time when all blockers are really not there anymore, at least from these two corners, the nodal axis and Mars, would be April and May. I would say May to be more sure, 20th of May, and we have the 2nd of April with, let's say, an orb until the end of April for the fluctuations, and then it could be that we'll have a surge that is really, it comes unexpected, but actually it is quite collected through the astrological influences that are long-term and occurred before that. Thank you so much for your attention, for liking and subscribing. Let me know in comments if this is useful for you and you would like similar videos to analyze some cryptocurrencies that are of wide interest, and yes, I will consider them for the future. Until next time, be joyful. See you.